Alright, so it's been quite a while since I played the demo. They added some sort of like narration feature as part, I believe, as part of the accessibility. No, other thing. I remember some of this stuff was mentioned. I think on Twitter at one point. Anything new? Yeah, I don't know too much about the narration stuff yet. I think there is some like basic hint stuff, so I might end up turning it off if it's a little bit too heavy on the hinting. But let's dive in and see what we got.
It can be so hard to sort out my mind. So I come to this meadow and look up at the sky. I pretend my jumbled head is floating in the clouds. As a simple donut factory, I can take my time to sort out. Will you help me?
That explains the
point A to point B.
the aesthetic.
In this case, point A is the oven on the left, and point B is the delivery counter on the right. Sweet, now press X to get this factory running.
Yeah, so I do remember them starting up very, very simple.
Ooh, time for frosting. I love frosting. Now we need to pass by the frosting station.
Here we go. Easy enough.
Sweet.
So a lot of this is very reminiscent from the demo, so I'm probably going to be cruising through the beginning of this.
Sprinkles. Frosting first, then sprinkles. You know, or the sprinkles don't stick.
But a lot of the challenge, at least at the end of the demo, was trying to cram this all together in a small area.
You're getting this. So first, frosting, then...
Yeah. There's a few different ways, I think, to do this particular one. But this is fine, too. I think you can press a button to speed it up, too.
You had it. Hit
No,
left
no.
bumper to undo.
I know it does speed up, I think, once you get the first one sorted or something. I can't remember how this works. Here we go.
All right. Spring is so lovely. The pastel sky right now is my favorite.
Gotta think this one through. Oh no, we're good. We're fine. There.
Nice job.
I think with these types of games, getting the pacing down, if they're going to sync it to the music,
Okay.
keeping the
after
pace is going to be
frosting and
tricky.
Sprinkles comes whipped cream. Don't ask me why the whipped cream doesn't fall through the hole.
I wonder in the later stages how that's going to pan out.
Great job. Did you know that donuts are usually fried? I used to think they were all baked.
Are you, Steve? Seems like a good state of mind to be in while playing this. Yeah, the only trick then is getting in here.
There's a delivery
What
counter
was
that has no path into it. Every delivery counter needs to get a donut.
what was the full clear button? Oh, there was the zoom. Okay, yeah, okay, it's Xbox Y, okay. I guess you could make the entire loop around, right? No, you can't. Yeah, it's a tricky part getting in there. Especially since you can't like you can see there's crossover you can do, but you can't like you can't turn it midway. I guess there's nothing stopping you. Well, I was gonna say like you could do the entire loop around, but the problem with that ends up being like how do you turn it at that point? So I kind of feel like you're forced to go this way. And then the question is, how do you get it onto the counter? Doesn't do right turns? No, you can turn to the right. The problem is that I think it's going to attempt to put the sprinkles on, and that's going to do nothing. Like, I don't actually know if it'll skip the sprinkles or mess it up or what. And the other thing is it's going to try to put the whipped cream on as well. So the ideal is that I'm basically going this way, that. Which means that in that case it is... Oh, is it as simple as this? So out, frosted, around,
Oh, wait. By
sprinkles.
the way, to start the factory, press X.
No, I got it. Shush. Still pressing buttons. Remember pretty early on there was a lot of spirals with all the setup.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, cherries on top. So that's frosting, sprinkles, whipped cream, then cherries.
That should work. Oh yeah, there's the speed up. Yeah.
Looks good. You might notice things are a bit more mixed up as we keep going. Thanks for sticking with me.
Funny thing is I feel like some of these are easier the more scrambled they get. Yeah.
Nice. go for a donut right now, but imagine if we had to eat all these.
Every time I go pick up groceries, I'm eyeballing every random package of donuts I come across. And I try as best as I can to pick a snack that I'm not going to eat 12 of right off the bat. But I really should pick up some of the individual ones that they have near the bakery. Haven't had a solid donut in a good long time. Entenmann's, the little, like, the packaged ones? The little, like, little mini ones? Pretty sure.
Hey, sprinkles before whipped cream.
What? Oh, yeah, I'm way off. I'm doing this in... Yeah, let's skip. Let's go back. I'm doing this in the complete wrong order. Okay. There we go. Little crappy box ones? I mean, if you, like, it depends. If you can get them, like, relatively fresh, they can be decent.
Looks good.
But yeah, if they've been sitting out kind of... If they haven't been moving...
Work with this time. That's good, right?
If they haven't been, been moving that much...
I don't know. You got this.
Then yeah, they get kind of stale. A lot of the trickiness here is trying not to overlap the exit chute here. Like, the moment I do this, that kind of ruins me, so I need to do something like this instead. I like how the narrator's like, hey, we got a lot of room. Got 2 spaces left.
If you want to skip through running the factory, you can turn on impatient mode in the gameplay menu. I knew you could do it.
Beignets? I don't know if I've ever had a beignet.
It always feels like spring comes to an end so quickly. Things can heat up real fast, I suppose.
There's one I haven't had in a while is those, like, coffee crumb top donuts. The ones that are like coffee cake but made into a donut. I'm trying to like, I don't know what the official name is for something like that, but with like the sort of like what do they call that? I don't even know what they call it. Like they're like little chunks of like coffee sugar or something. You know what I mean? The trick. So the trick is when they start going, like, you have to go like all the way over and then all the way back and then all the way over. And you need to not overlap the exit. And that's a problem too. I think that works. Frosting, sprinkles. I think that's right. Let's see. This should work. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, Steve, have a good night. Oh yeah. So each of the major like level sections was a box of donuts. I remember them going back and showing you all the individual factories you make. I like the little center bit on that one on the right that's fading out, where it like everything is coming out from the middle. I don't remember the demo for this being super long, so I wonder how many boxes was I doing then? Let's see.
Summertime. Now it's time for even more donuts at once.
Oh yeah.
Solve stuff with just one path. You gotta use every oven and every delivery counter.
I remember this, yeah. So this is the demo too. Where you're basically sitting there going like... I mean, these are simple, but they're basically saying like... They're pointing out the point that you're gonna be doing like, overlapping stuff.
Oh, thank you. The delivery counters show which type of donut they want. In the top left, you'll see all the types of donuts we're making. Right now, we need a plain, a frosted, and a sprinkled.
Yeah, so they're starting out real simple. But I remember this picking up quite a lot.
Awesome. Time to make a frosted and a plain donut. Living the simple life. I knew you could do it. Sometimes there's so much going on in my head, you need to focus to see how it all fits together. Kinda like this.
So, normally I would just do this, but I'm feeling like that's gonna bite me later on. Did I get this right? Yeah.
Yay! Look at all these donuts we need to make. One of each. What do you think the filling is in these? I hope it's a nice summery lemon filling.
Ah, that's an interesting point. I don't know if they have I wonder if everything has to be like all the ways that these are handled seem to indicate that you have to have some visual component to it as part of the puzzle. So would there ever be filled donuts? I mean, I guess there's no holes in these ones, so maybe in this particular case every single one is filled. Alright, let's take stock of what we need to do here. Is this just meant to to put me... Is this just meant to make me a bit nervous, or is this meant to... How much complexity are we going for here? Some of these would be very simple. I feel like this might have been a step backwards in complexity. I think this is just, unless I'm missing something, I think this is just meant to intimidate me. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, they're doubled up. 2 frosted and 2 whipped cream. Where should we start?
I'm trying to make a point of like not blocking off my exits as best as I can. I think that'll do it, right? Yeah.
Looks good. This one looks simple. Wait, how do you...
Let's just put this on the map and see what we're doing here. And I think this is where it becomes tricky because you gotta minimize the overlap. And what probably is the case is that probably have to start with the right. Yeah, they're gonna spiral around each other, but the question is like how are we doing that? Backwards. Yeah, So how are we gonna get... How are we gonna do this? We don't want any, like, split functionality yet. There's no, like, you know, spit out to one side and spit out to the other kind of thing. And there's no, like... You know, like, this sort of thing will just cut off my attempt to get down. Well, no, this is way simpler than I thought it would be.
Nice job. Hey, thanks for all your help. You're doing great.
Alright, so the entire so it's basically every stage of the way except for plane. So if I really wanted to go ham, like just straight down, would do that. There is going to be some crossover here, so it's almost like the frosted one could be like this, or the whipped cream one could be like that. Plain frosted just goes like this, and the frosted sprinkle is going to be just around.
Awesome job.
Yeah, so the one on the far left, the one that just does everything, is meant to throw me off, I think.
Did you know that automatic donut making is older than sliced bread? We should be saying that's the best thing since donut factories.
If you've ever watched a bread slicer in action, those things are scary. Like, okay, I know, like there's all these mechanisms to kind of lock it behind, you know, like a pane of like plexiglass or whatever for safety, but something about it looks a lot more violent than you'd expect. I mean, it's got to be a really sharp blade for something like that too. Okay, so like dummy strats would be something like this, but then I miss out on this. And this can't. So in fact, the only one that can be plain is this one. So this gets everything out of the way on the right towards the plain one. So then the question ends up being, like, how do I come in to finish the plain one? This one makes a really easy frosted one. And that's the sprinkles. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what direction you come in for the plain one. I think we're set.
You made that look so easy. Now I want a donut. Or I could have 2 donuts.
2 dozen. I think it's gonna be my fate for tomorrow. Go out and I don't even know if there's a good local donut shop anywhere. I'm gonna look this up. I know there's at least like a Krispy Kreme or something in the area. I'll have to see what they even offer. I know back in Michigan there was a place called Sweetwater's, and they had the most ridiculous donuts. Not necessarily in terms of style. I don't even know the whole of what they offered, but the quality was so good. I don't know if they're I don't know if I've seen any where I'm at, so I don't know if they're local or regional or what. It's another one of those cases where there's a bit of crossover I gotta be careful about. Problem is I can't get this out now. So one has to escape. One must escape and be probably this one. The other one is just plain sprinkled. This is probably the one I think. So this one is going to have just the frosting. Yeah, you know what? In that case then, let's not get too complicated here. So here's the frosted, here's the sprinkled, and then this one can just do the loop on the way in. Let's see if I got that right.
You did it. Do these donuts seem large to you? They must be like 2 feet wide.
Okay, so what's like the simplest I can get out of the way first? That'll impede the rest of them the least. Okay, so this one kind of has to be like this just to get out of the way. So something frosted sprinkle. Here's the tricky part. So I think I got it. Let's see. Yeah.
Nice. Summer is already coming to an end. Soon the leaves will fall from the trees.
Some of these puzzles are really
For
compact.
the warm months.
You don't expect to be filling the entire map like that. I wonder how much flexibility there is for solving these. I don't have like a giant wealth of puzzle game experience, so I don't know. I don't quite know what to expect. Okay, so 3 fully doubled up donuts. So that's my initial impression, is like just stay on the outside as best as I can, and then somewhere at the very last minute try to find the cherry or something. But that the issue with that ends up being like it has to be like that, and I'm running out of space to do the other ones. So like I definitely think cherry at the very last second for this could work. Then it would have to be like this. And then like that. Frost it and get out of the way. So the issue is that how do I come in from the back like that? Instead, I'd have to do like this. Like that. So this keeps as much of this out of the way as possible. So then the other two are more open. And looking at that, it almost kind of feels like this is the way to go too. Except for I need to... let's see. Frost. Sprinkle. And then I'm kind of stuck though. So probably in that case then. Frost. Sprinkle. Cream. And I'm at a bit of an impasse. So this works, right? So frost, sprinkle, whipped cream, cherry, and out. And then the last little bit is like, how do I very carefully I can't easily go and get these back into a conveyor belt, so that kind of puts me in an impasse. So I think I'm pretty confident I had the right idea with this. That seems to be the most out of the way setup I can do for that. And then I gotta detangle this. Yeah, that seems like the right thing to do. And then when I get to that point, it doesn't. Because I can certainly finish the second one. And then what to do about this? That's the issue. Can't easily go back and get sprinkles and have a loop. Yeah, And then I run out of space for... I can get one, but I can't get the second one if I do that. So what's a good middle path for this? You know, it could be something like... Try this again. This seems right. What would be the middle path, though? This is looking better. Alright, so this is whipped cream. This has to come back as well. So this can go. This actually... If this has got whipped cream, I can go back like this. And... this one needs to go back.
We all need help sometimes.
Shush!
If you like, you can get a hint in the
Oh, okay.
menu.
I've got it. Give me a break. I think I got it. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, that one was definitely tricky. It's just there's no overlap. There's no like switching mechanism or anything. I wonder if there is going to be anything like a... Are they all going to be filled donuts, or would there ever be anything that would be like whole donuts as well? I think there's more than one type of confection as well. I think I could swear I saw more stuff at the end of the demo. Not super sure. Yeah, there was.
Autumn is all about new things. New season, new colors, new school, new confusion about where to go and what to do. I guess the delivery counters will accept any donut now. We're gonna have to figure out which donut goes where ourselves.
I think this is where they set you up with a simple one, just to illustrate how this works. Except for this. This is a problem. Wait, I need a... Need to go back and get my sprinkles. I think that was it. Was I paying enough attention to this?
Every oven must deliver an...
Okay, so that is sprinkled. This is frosted. And this is everything.
Nice!
Is that what they are? Maple bars?
At
I
least
was
we know
thinking
what we're
eclairs or
trying.
something.
We can still check the top left to help us out.
Like, I don't know. I guess I haven't seen an eclair with sprinkles. I would gladly accept one, though. Alright, so we need one with just regular... Are they just giving me more tools than I need here? Frosting, sprinkles, whip and out, and frosting and out. Yeah.
You did it. I love a good maple bar. They're a top-tier donut. I've never had one with whipped cream, though.
I don't know if I've ever had anything called the maple bar before. I wonder how significantly that differentiates from like a regular donut. Is it just like donut dough with like maple syrup or something? Or some similar flavor? Hmm. Okay, so clearly they want me to hop on around for this one. That's my thought. Plain frosted there. Frosted sprinkled whip. Right.
Nice job. I wonder which donut goes where. I wish they would all go straight into my mouth.
Hmm. So there's our sprinkle. There's our frosted. Yeah, so this one I think has a lot more flexibility. I don't feel as stuck with one option here.
Awesome. The sunset is so beautiful. I know most people think of donuts as a breakfast thing, but I personally think they're an anytime thing.
That is kind of interesting, thinking about donuts as ridiculously super sweet as they can be, as as not a dessert, as a breakfast food, not an end of the day thing. You know what they say: life is short. Eat dessert first. I mean, technically, that's kind of the better way to do things, anyways. You want your carbs at the beginning of the day. So if I want to get frosted sprinkled out of the way, that probably is a good way to do it. So frosted, sprinkled, whipped cherry. And can I fit? Is it possible? Probably is not. Yeah, this is the problem. I'd have to go back for. Yeah, so this can't work, I don't think. Probably has to be something like whipped to exit. Hey, Thiago. And that cuts off my other choices, so that probably isn't going to work. Yeah, I gotta get something here. Like, what should go here? Yeah, if I do this though, then my fully decked out one has to be all the way around. Alright, so get the frosted. And I lose my whip, so that ain't gonna work. Whip, and then something. That extra whip is tough. Frosted. They're all frosted. Sprinkled. whip that and then out. But then I'm kind of stuck here as well. Like, this definitely feels like I meant to go frost, whip, cherry, and out. That seems important. I mean, it definitely lends to the idea that I'm supposed to do that. And that completes the full maple bar. But that certainly makes it it makes it seem impractical because I need to get. I see. So the only problem with doing like this though is that I need to hit up a frosting at some point. Then I cut off that one. Now this could go the entire round, but I hit the frosting again. Or I can go back, but I can't get this. This seems pretty consistent, though. Unless you have, like, whip very, very late. But I can't think of a way to do that without cutting off the frosting. Like, this would work. But then I lose that. So it really does feel like this is kind of the way to do this, right? And then I guess you can go the entire way around like this, right? You could do that's the sprinkle one. And it leaves me a lot of space to work with this to get the last one with the whip. And then that's the issue. How do I get back here? Yeah, that's a tricky part. Oh, never mind. I think I got it. Right? Why did I not do this before? Alright, so you go around. We're good. Hold on. What was the second one I did? Good for frosting, for sprinkles. And then, yeah. This seems right. Right? Yeah.